Hey guys, and welcome on in to another episode. Picks on Net, NHL picks and predictions. I'm your host, Terry Edelman at TU Picks on Twitter, ready to break down the Thursday slate. I believe we have 11 games today to go over, so we will jump right into that. Quickly taking a look back at yesterday. Unfortunately, the 3-day winning streak did come to an end yesterday. The Bruins scored the first goal of the game. Pasternak had a point. And I was thinking, okay, we're looking good for our Bruins money line and Pasternak over 1.5 points just with how the game started. And then New Jersey scored 5 unanswered goals. So Pasternak didn't get his 2 points. Bruins did not win. The same game parlay with Austin Matthews to score, Mitch Marner to get an assist. Austin Matthews scored. Mitch Marner passed the net, and Nylander missed. So Nylander missed an empty net, which caused us to lose that. Scored a hat trick. I figured he would have a good game in front of his friends and family. I didn't think it necessarily was going to be that good of a game, but great job by him. Premium play exclusive. Premium play was the Colorado Avalanche money line. Unfortunately, they lose in overtime to the Jets, and then Adrian Kempe scored for the LA Kings. So thank you to Adrian Kempe for helping soften the blow. Just under 2 units, one minus 1.78 units yesterday. So overall losing day, but great slate today, and we will jump into it here today. Hi Terry. Hey Subaru, how's it going? Turnsy, the 5 units on New Jersey yesterday, and he'll be rolling it over today. All right. Um, Subaru says muted. I'm not muted. I hope not. Hope not. No, I don't think I'm muted. Isaacs can hear me. You took Bruins money line? Yeah, sadly. Sadly, I did. Got a bet slip sheet longer than a CVS receipt. Let's have a green night. That is the plan. You bet on every game? Oh, great. Oh my God, you took the odds too? Yeah, yeah, I did. I took the odds too. Today's card is amazing. I'm on Oilers, Kraken, Knights, Red Wings, and Sharks. Interesting. 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 You were briefly. Oh, okay. Must have just been a computer error there. But that's good enough recap of yesterday. We're going to jump into today's slate. If you guys like the show, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you guys are new. We're still growing every day. I love to see it. And jumping into the first game here, Philadelphia Flyers and the New York Rangers. And I'm shocked to say this, a battle of two hot teams here in this one. Both teams have been on point streaks recently. The Flyers come in here having won 3 consecutive games, and they bear with me, 5-0-1 in their last 6 games. So they are really starting to play well. And then the New York Rangers, who we all know what happened to the New York Rangers in the middle of the season here, but they are 6-0-3 in their last 9 games. So a 9 game point streak for the Rangers. Looking at this game here, not really a whole lot I want to do with this one. I think the only play that I would get to if I was going to get to something here would be Matvey Mishkov over half a point, which I believe is plus 110 here in this game. Um, I just, I feel like this is probably going to be a lower scoring game. Philadelphia last game 2-1, previous game 3-1, and then the Rangers 5-0 shutout in their last game. Obviously a 5-4 overtime loss to Montreal, and then a 1-0 shutout against Columbus. So Igor is definitely playing well recently, and I don't really want to take a Flyers prop against Igor in this one. So no play here for me. I also think the draw could happen. Obviously, both of these teams on point streaks right now, so it wouldn't shock me to see overtime in this game, but no plays. No plays to start off the slate. Why did it take until tonight for the Wings to start Talbot? Question mark. Did a Rangers slash Pens money line parlay? Super pass. I'm doing a straight game for this one, or straight bet for this game. Okay, okay. Lafreniere has scored in back-to-back games and has 3 goals in 3 games against Urson. Okay, okay. And I've been noticing a lot of Jonathan's stats here. Like I've been noticing these guys score, and obviously they're not on the screen, which means they haven't been consistent enough for me to be on a streak. Lafreniere is close. Obviously, 3 games is what I consider a streak, so he's close to getting on. But I've been noticing a lot of your plays cash there, Mr. Davis. I saw the Flyers play the Columbus Blue Jackets last week. They are playing tough defense. They make it tough to get a clear shot off. Yeah, exactly why I think this could be a lower scoring game. So I'm not going to get involved with props. Mishkov is due. Well, he's been playing pretty well recently. Point in 5 of his last 6 games. So we'll see if he keeps it up here tonight. Second game, Ottawa Senators and the Boston Bruins here in this game. I just realized I didn't really mention too much about the odds in the last game. Obviously, back to our last game, Samuel Urson and Igor Shesterkin both confirmed. Here in this game, we have no confirmed goalies yet. Should be Jonas Corpusalo uh, with Swayman playing yesterday. Anton Forsberg unconfirmed for the Senators here. And I'm staying off this game. I know I'm passing on another one. Don't worry, I've got plays coming. But this game here, obviously, I took my shot with the Bruins yesterday as a dog, and but bear with me here for a second. Yeah, Boston's still a dog, a home dog here. So Ottawa -154 to -162. Boston +130 to +138. Home dogs 5.5s right across the board here. Yeah, I didn't really notice the odds here. Um, I'm not going back to Boston again. We tried that yesterday. Second night of a back to back here. The Senators aren't scoring a whole lot, so I could see Corpusalo having a good game here. But ultimately, I'm not going to get to anything in this one. We'll pass. We'll pass. 3 of the last 4 meetings between the Flyers and Rangers in New York have gone to overtime. Yeah, I lean with the draw there. I lean with the draw. Following the season series script, same game parlay, draw, and sends to win. Okay, okay. Try my best to pull some good numbers. You do. You do. Senators are scary? Hmm. I don't know about scary necessarily. Um 24-19-4 in the season, 12-12-2 on the road. So they're not necessarily a horrible team at all, or they're not necessarily a top team. They're not a horrible team, but um, obviously getting shut out in their last game, probably expect them to be kind of pissed off here. And yeah, as Icex has said, Senators have won both meetings 3-2 in overtime and 6-5 in overtime. So see what happens here. Bruins +130. Yeah, they are. They are. 3 of the last 5, 4 of the last 8 games have gone to overtime shootout. All right, all right. System play with this game, goal in first 10, first period over. Good luck, good luck. Pasta slash Saka. Not a bad luck. Pasta did get a point yesterday, not 2 points, but not a bad luck to parlay those two together. But on to our next game here. We've got the Montreal Canadiens and the Detroit Red Wings here in this game. Samuel Montembeault confirmed for Montreal. Cam Talbot confirmed for the Detroit Red Wings here in this game. Montreal +105 to +110. Detroit -120 to -130. Sixes, some 5.5s here available in this game. And looking at this one here to start things off, I'm taking the Habs. I'm taking the hottest team in hockey, who are once again an underdog. It just shocks me how this Montreal team on a night to night basis continues to be an underdog. 13 3-1 in their last 17 games. Got themselves right here in the playoff race, and they've beat good teams. They beat a lot of good teams. Um, Detroit here on the other side. Obviously, we know when they had the coaching change, Detroit got hot, and they were playing some great hockey. And I was rolling with this team during that streak. However, that's kind of ended here. Now Detroit's lost four of their last five. Really, that 6-3 loss in San Jose kind of set things off here. Winning in Florida, losing in Tampa Bay, losing in Dallas, losing in Philadelphia. Yes, now the Red Wings are back home, but for me here, this Montreal Canadiens team is winning games on the road. They're winning games at home. They won both meetings so far between the teams this year. And I like what I'm seeing from this Montreal offense. The Detroit Red Wings, 3 consecutive games now where they only scored 1 goal. And that's just not going to get it done. So give me Montreal Canadiens money line here. And no big surprise, give me Lane Hudson over half an assist, full unit play once again on that, half unit play on Patrick Laine, anytime goal here in this one. And I'm not on Yuri Slavkovsky as of right now, but I believe his point prop is around plus, I believe it's plus money. So most likely I'm going to be adding Yuri Slavkovsky. I was just noticing that before the show. Yeah, he's plus 110 to get a point, plus 118 at FanDuel. Yes. So I'll be locking in Slavkovsky over half a point as well. Plus 115, just great value there here. For Detroit, if you're looking at player props for Detroit, it's Raymond and Larkin. Patrick Kane is not playing tonight. So Tarasenko will be on the second line with DeBrincat. DeBrincat's gone cold. Kane had gone cold as well. So right now, um, if you're looking for players for Detroit, most likely Raymond and Larkin here. But we're focusing on the Habs. Focusing on the Habs in this one. Goal in first 10 system is 60-27. 60 and 27. Fifth time Ottawa's been in the system. 4-1 in the first period over. 4-1 to goal in first 10. All right, all right. And I remember I was on Ice Guys that one show, and it was Ottawa, and I was leaning with their under. Obviously, I was thinking it would go under, but Ian was on the over, and great choice there because I think it soared over almost in the first period. So that was pretty crazy there. Ottawa money line for Turnsey. Wings and Reg, happy seeing Talbot confirmed finally, but Kane out means another player moves up. Go Wings, go. Disagree. JD, you're the man. Heard you last night in the Gambler podcast. Right? Hudson, Line, Larkin, Raymond, plus 346. I don't hate that at all. I do not hate that at all. Patrick Laine, sorry, has scored in both games versus Detroit this season, 5 goals in 10 games against Detroit. Starting goalie Cam Talbot. Love to see that because I'm on Patrick Laine anytime goal. So love to see that. By the way, if Habs Wings go to overtime, then go Habs. My bet dies if it goes to overtime. Okay. I cannot believe the Habs are dogs. I know. That's what I feel on a nightly basis for a while now. It's like, really? They're dogs again? But yeah, the Wings have scored a goal in each game. Obviously, their offense is going to get going eventually. But I can't assume that it's going to be here against a super hot Habs team. Habs' biggest money maker lately. We'll keep going to the well. I agree. Watch Patty Kane being out jumpstart the Wings offense. Maybe, but I don't see that. Detroit games have had a goal scored in the first 10 minutes and 16 of their last 18. Okay. Montreal on the road, a goal in first 10 and 6 straight. Wow. So we could see some offense early. Like the draw prior to this season, 6 of the 7 meetings between the two teams went to overtime. All right. No Caulfield. He's gone cold, technically. Technically, he's gone cold. And obviously, where do you expect me to put Caulfield? There's not really a whole lot of room on the Montreal side right now. I didn't even mention Alex Newhook, who's been playing really well also. So the Habs have offense coming all over the place. Thanks for listening. That's the reason why I stated if it goes to overtime, go Habs for you. Awesome. Awesome, I6. I appreciate it. Coldfield. Well, he's not ice cold, but he's not as consistent as everyone else on the screen. So he's off. He's off. But he can get himself back on with a good performance here tonight. On to our next one: Columbus Blue Jackets, Carolina Hurricanes. Columbus coming off a big win in Toronto yesterday. Now traveling across the border over to Carolina to face the rested Hurricanes here. Frederick Anderson likely to start for the Canes, and it should be Danil Tarasov here starting for Columbus. Marty Natchez, welcome back onto the sheet here. Points in 4 of his last 5, starting to heat up for the Hurricanes. Fantilli, obviously, with the hat trick last night. I saw Fantilli point at around minus 120. Didn't end up getting to it. I don't like this spot for Columbus, obviously being on the second night of a back to back. But as you could expect, Carolina minus 366 to minus 400. And Carolina on the puck line is minus 140 to minus 148. Sixes and 6.5s here. Looking at how this Columbus Blue Jackets team has played all season, finding them at plus 300 is just insane. Like, I really should be pulling the trigger on Columbus just because of the odds. And that's a lot of people do bet that way. A lot of people do bet that way. Um, for me, I can't get to the Jackets here. I really don't like the spot for them. I don't like that it's Tarasov. Could they win this game? Very well. They very well could with how they're playing lately. But I'm not getting to it. One play I do have though, which is not on the screen because he's hasn't been a player on a streak. But Jackson Blake, anytime goal for the Carolina Hurricanes, on the top line for the Canes, and he is plus 500 at Bet365. Most other books have him around plus 360, plus 350. But I got him for plus 500 at Bet365 to score. Small 0.3 unit play there. But Tarasov and net, the Blue Jackets having to travel from Toronto on the top line. I think just plus 500. And Jackson Blake has shown his offensive talent this season. So not necessarily on a streak, but top line plus 500. I'll take him here to score. Small play plus 500 in this one. We'll continue on. LOL. Yes, LOL. I really wanted Columbus tonight, but after their win last night, you passed. And you're only pass of the slate. Okay. And this is good enough to keep me off Columbus right here. Columbus 0-6 this season on the second half of back-to-backs, and they've been outscored 27-6. Lost by 2 or more goals. They've given up 4 more goals in the second half of all 6 games on the second night of a back-to-back. Okay, so there we go. Definitely Columbus plus 300 looks amazing, but they have not had success on the second night of a back-to-back, and this is a horrible spot for them. So go Jackson Blake, and if you somehow can back the Hurricanes, I don't know how you're going to do that, but good luck. Good luck. But on to our next game, we've got the Vegas Golden Knights and the St. Louis Blues here in this one. This looks familiar because these two teams just faced each other. Now facing each other again. Vegas minus 140 to minus 150. Road favorites, the Blues plus 120 to plus 132. Home dogs, 6s, some 6.5s available here in this game. And looking at this one here, Um, St. Louis Blues did just beat Vegas there in the last game. This Vegas Golden Knights team, um, while being playing well offensively and scoring goals, they have just been struggling to win lately. Now, four consecutive losses here, and they've lost six of their last seven. Their only win was against, unfortunately for me, the Wild in Minnesota 4-1. But before that, back to back losses at home against the New York teams. And then more recently, 5-3 loss to Nashville, 3-2 loss to Carolina, 5-3 loss to Chicago, and 5-4 shootout loss to the Blues. At home, now heading to St. Louis. Um, it's just been a rough time for the Golden Knights. And if I was taking a side in this game, I'd have to look at the Blues. Now, with the fact that these two teams just did face each other, um, Vegas may very well end the losing streak tonight. But my play, you guys know what my first play is here. Give me Thomas Hurdle over half a power play point, which he's done in 5 of his last 6 games, plus 330. He was plus three something, plus 320, plus 330 in the last game. He's plus 330 again here in this one. The Blues do not have a good penalty kill whatsoever. Thomas Hurdle has been on fire recently, as you can see, and especially on that power play. So I put a half unit there on Hurdle over half a power play point in this game. He plays with Dorofeyev and Olofsson. And as you can see, Dorofeyev and Olofsson are both on point streaks as well. So they're good looks. Shea Theodore has been on fire as well, also on the power play. So he's a good look. Braden Shen, Holloway for the Blues. But for me here, Thomas Hurdle, over half a power play point. My favorite play in this game. Shane Gostisbehere has 2 goals in 2 games against Janil Tarasov. Ghost plus 700. All right, all right. Blues money line. I could see it. I could see it. Vegas is just struggling. They're just struggling. What's up, Terry? Hey, Robert. I was just talking. You missed. We talked about Jackson Blake, but you missed it. You missed it. Vegas team total over 3.5. I like that. Eichel goal, Shea Theodore assist, and over 6. I like it. Hurdle, Doro, Shen, Holloway plus 750. I like that. I like that. Jonathan Davis, curious why your system play stats are different than auto. We can chat offline. Aha. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. 3 of the last 4 seasons, Vegas has a sub 500 January. Ironically, they have been in first on January 1st every season. Very interesting. Okay. Eichel, 2+ points versus the Blues in the last 2 games. All right. Not everyone has the same method. Okay. Buchnevich, 6 goals in 6 games against Hill. And Vegas has won 4 straight in St. Louis. All right. Interesting. Interesting to see what happens here. But on to our next game. The Utah Hockey Club facing the Minnesota Wild. And boy, oh boy, is it nice to see Kirill Kaprizov's face back here on the screen. I've definitely missed it. That's for sure. Kirill Kaprizov finally making his return to the lineup tonight, as is Captain Jared Spurgeon. So 2 huge additions on defense, and the Wild superstar player here returning to the lineup. The Wild minus 148 to minus 162. Utah Hockey Club plus 125 to plus 136. 6s, some 5.5s available here in this one. Philip Gustafson confirmed for the Wild. Karel Vejmelka confirmed for the Utah Hockey Club. And Gustafson's had a rough go lately. So I'm hoping, obviously, that ends here tonight and he gets back to his Vesna type goaltending we were seeing earlier in the season. But my first play is the Wild in regulation, plus 105. I think the Wild come to play tonight with Kirill the Thrill back. Lines are a little bit more even now. Kaprizov, Zuccarello, and Rossi on that top line. Boldy, Erikssonek, and Hartman on the third line. Fortunately, Ogren's on the second line. Ogren is on the third line. I wish he'd be on the second line instead of Hartman, but I can't complain about everything. I'm not the coach, so I'll trust John Hines here. But I think the Wild come to play here. Utah's lost 3 of their last 4 road games. They have won back-to-back games. So Utah trying to get on a run here. Back-to-back home games too, which where they had really struggled. If you're looking at Utah, and you could very well look at Utah props. As I said, Philip Gustafson has really struggled recently. Utah, it's Cooley, Keller, and Schmaltz. That top line for Utah has been very consistent, as you can see on the screen. So I'd be looking at those 3 guys for Utah. For the Wild, um, honestly, I don't have any props here for the Wild. I do think Kaprizov has a big game. I think he hits his 3 shots on goal. I do think he does get a point. I don't know if he scores or gets assists, but I think the Wild offense. Kirill has done very well against Utah when they were Arizona. He had a lot of success against them. Haven't really paid attention to how he's played against them being Utah, but overall, I like the Wild to win this game in regulation, and I would lean with the over here in this one. Draw? Banned. You're banned, Icex. No, no draw. No draw. Scoring for Minnesota, number 97, Kirill Kaprizov. I will be very happy if I get to hear that. Wild puck line. All right, all right. Logan Cooley props, pride of the University of Minnesota. Yeah, he probably has a big game. He probably does. And he has been very hot recently. Motherfucker. No, you're the motherfucker, I say. LOL. Yeah. Jack McBain. I don't like him at all. Obviously, choosing to not wanting to play for the Wild and wanting a trade. I'll never be a fan of his. Nick Bugstad, ex Wild. Yeah, long time ago, but I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. On to our next game. We've got the Vancouver Canucks and the Edmonton Oilers here. In this one here, Calvin Pickard confirmed for the Oilers. Nobody yet confirmed for the Vancouver Canucks here in this one. Looking at the odds, Vancouver plus 155 to plus 165. Edmonton minus 176 to minus 200. 5.5s right across the board here. In this one, McDavid still in jail. I'm kidding. He's not in jail. Still on his suspension. Obviously will not play here in this game. And I really want to take the Canucks. I do. I really want to take the Canucks here at this underdog price. But I haven't seen enough from them consistently. And I'm not going to just fade the Oilers blindly because McDavid's not playing. I was happy to take Washington against them in their last game. But Washington, obviously one of the top teams in the league. Vancouver here on the other side has struggled. So while I do see value with the Canucks on the money line here, it's not enough for me to pull the trigger. So ultimately going to pass in this game. Leon Draisaitl, goal and an assist in the last game. He is going to step up. But Vancouver, your best defensive line should be focusing on Draisaitl because without McDavid, if you can stop Draisaitl, most likely you can probably win this game. So we'll see what happens here in this one. XD. Yes. Kaprizov, 5 goals in 8 games versus Vejmelka. Yes, I do know that Kaprizov, like I said, enjoys facing Arizona goalies. Nucks money line, Draisaitl goal. A Canucks team total over 2.5 and money line. Wow, the 2.5 is minus 105. Wow. Leon has 6 goals in 6 games versus Lankinen 13 and 15 versus Demko. Wow. Okay. So it doesn't matter what goalie. Okay. Yes, Draisaitl and Kaprizov goal parlay. All right. Did this just become a rated R show? Well, no, I normally don't swear, but YouTube requires you to mark whether the video is made for children. And because this is a sports betting show and children do not bet, I am legally forced to put that no, it's not made for children. So yeah, we can swear. Um, no rule against it because technically this is not made for children. So yeah, go ahead and swear. I took Nux. Sometimes I will if I'm angry enough, but if I need to go on a rant on something. Not an overreaction to losing against the Caps, but I already have my mind set on the Nux. Sabres money line, Nux, and then Nux money line. All right. Arg says IceX Oilers money line. Oof, kind of minus 200, minus 185. Come on, Turnsy. That better be a parlay piece. No, I'm kidding. Half a slate late. Yes, you're late. And Turnsy says, fuck. Yes, that's what he said. But on to our next game. Buffalo Sabres, Carolina Flames, Calgary Flames. Why am I thinking about Carolina? I don't know. Sabres here playing in this one here in Calgary, Buffalo plus 115 to plus 124. Calgary minus 135 to minus 142. 5.5s right across the board here in this game. And if I was the Calgary Flames, I would be really trying to focus on winning today because you are not winning on Saturday. Why? It's hockey day in Minnesota, which we'll obviously discuss on Saturday, a whole other show. But if you look at the Wild's history in hockey day in Minnesota, the Flames are in trouble. The Flames are in trouble. So if I was the Flames, I'd be focusing on winning this game. And right now, offensively, not a whole lot going on in Calgary. Coleman's got an assist in 4 of his last 6 games, and that's it. So the Buffalo Sabres, I really do lean with Dahlin assist to not pull the trigger on it. Not sure what the odds are for it. Actually, we'll take a look. We will take a look here. Dahlin assist is minus 105, minus 110. I don't hate it. Obviously, I would like plus money, but he was on his assist streak, back to back games. He didn't get an assist, and now I believe he's got an assist in back to back games since then. That's just starting to heat up here. Tuck has been pretty consistent. Thompson's starting to heat up for the Sabres. Ultimately, I'm passing in this game. I do have some plays coming here, but you're gonna have to wait a few games. It's on the final game, so I'll be a little bit quicker here with these ones. In a parlay. Okay, that makes much more sense. That makes much more sense. Jackets haven't covered the puck line in the second round back to back in 11 straight. Wow. Wow. Picks on net is for the children. No, no, definitely not. Definitely not. Flame on, puck line. All right. Flames money line. Yes, Dustin Wolf is starting. He is starting. Preds 11 game winning streak for San Jose. Yes, and that's the game we'll talk. We'll discuss that game. Lots to talk about there. I played in Hockey Day, Minnesota. Awesome, awesome. Did we bet against the Wild in Hockey Day last year? I don't remember. I definitely did not. I don't know about you. Hockey Day, Minnesota is different. Yes, the entire state really takes it seriously. There's hockey all day, high school hockey. Like it's a big thing. And okay, well, they lost last year. One of the rare losses on Hockey Day, Minnesota. Backline goal plus 300, 2 and 3 versus UPL. Okay. Okay. But on to our next game. And then Flames 8 and 2 is a home fave. Yeah, they have been much better at home this year. Flames. No, Turnsy, you must have missed it. I'm on the Habs. I'm on the Habs. I love the Habs tonight. No wings. The wings have gone cold. No Red Wings, cold wings. And nobody likes eating cold wings. Well, some people might, but Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh Penguins, Anaheim Ducks here in this one. And sad to pass on another game, but that's exactly what we're doing here. Pittsburgh minus 145, road favorites minus 155. The Ducks plus 125 to plus 137. Dogs, 6s, 6.5s. If I was betting anything here, Raquel point, parlayed with Russ point, maybe throw Crosby in as well. But other than that, This game is a pass. Not interested in this one. Not at all. Pens are the second leg with Rangers. Okay. Okay. But on to our next game, Washington Capitals and the Seattle Kraken. Here in this game, bear with me as I check goalies. Charlie Lindgren confirmed for Washington. Nobody yet confirmed for Seattle here in this one. Washington -129 to -140. Road favorites, the Kraken +115 to +120. Home dogs, 5.5s right across the board in this one. And here, I kind of want to take the over. Obviously, Seattle's been an over machine lately. We bet the over against Buffalo, obviously a heavy over streak there. But this Capitals team, unfortunately, is not an over team. Now, their last one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. There we go. Their last 7 games have all gone under 5.5. However, all 7 had Logan Thompson starting. He started 7 in a row. When you look at Charlie Lindgren games, 4-3 shootout loss to Buffalo, 4-3 shootout loss to Minnesota, 4-2 loss to Detroit, 4-1 loss to Boston, and then a 3-1 win against Carolina. So he does have a win there, but there's a huge drop off between Thompson and Lindgren here in this one. Ultimately, I'm not getting to anything here. I don't like the Capitals' offense right now. Again, why I don't really want to take the over here. Um, and with the Seattle Kraken, they are a team that frustrates me because it's hard to pick a play. It's hard to bet player props with the Kraken because their third line will show up when you've got props in their first line. Their third line will have a big night. When we got props in their second line, the first line will have a big night. It's tough. It's really tough with this Kraken team. So hate to pass on a fourth game in a row, but that's what I got to do. That's what I got to do here in this one. I do lean with the over. I do lean with the over. Wings gonna win? Maybe, maybe, but I'm not going against the Habs as a dog. They've just consistently won for me. Roberts on the Wings too. Okay, everyone's on the Wings money line. Cold Wings on a Thursday? Never. There you go. There you go. Pens team total over 3.5. Gibson. Let's get Kraken money line. Caps money line. Goal in first 10. 11-0 run for Seattle. Wow. Wow. I can't believe Lindgren fell off. Really liked him. Yeah, he hasn't been good. David Perron returns tonight. Yeah, he's played for a lot of teams for sure. Stevenson Borkstrand plus 210. All right, all right. Stevenson has been 0.8 of 10, so he's been consistent. Capo former Rangers hates the Caps. Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know about that one, I6. But on to our final game of the night. We've got the Nashville Predators and the San Jose Sharks here in this one. No yet announced goaltenders here. I was hoping that maybe we would get announced goalies, but no, not yet. UC Saros unconfirmed. Yaroslav Askarov unconfirmed here. Obviously, if Askarov does start, he's facing his former team in the Nashville Predators. So he will be looking for revenge. UC Saros, I don't know if he got pulled in the last game. I can't remember as I did not watch it. Obviously, I watched highlights, but I don't know if he played the full game or not. I would assume not. And we'll see if he gets to start here. Nashville, they were coming off, obviously, a big win coming back against the San Jose Sharks team, which was the biggest comeback in franchise history for the Predators. So now they're coming back here, facing the Sharks again, this time in San Jose. I can understand people taking the Sharks, especially if it is Askarov against his former team. And I don't have a side here. But you guys know what we're doing, or you should know what you're doing. You should know what we're doing if you watch the show. on a consistent basis, or at least recently. Give me Philip Forsberg anytime goal, half unit play, plus 125. He scored in 6 consecutive games for the Predators. Forsberg was on a huge assist streak. Couldn't score a goal to save his life, but he was assisting all the time. Jonathan Marchessault was scoring all the time. And now we've seen that flip pretty drastically. Marchessault is now the assist guy with an assist in 8 consecutive games. Um, like Lane Hudson assist, a full unit play on Marchessault assist here for me, plus 114 at FanDuel for Marchessault to get an assist. He's done it in 8 consecutive games. So Forsberg goal, Marchessault assist. No, I would rather it not be Askarov, but even if it is this Predators top line with Forsberg, Stamkos, and Marchessault, you can see what they're doing right now is just insane. And I didn't even mention Roman Yossi, who's got an assist in 7 of 8. So his Predators offense is going right now. Forsberg goal, Marchessault assist, and I did parlay Lane Hudson assist with Jonathan Marchessault assist. I did that the last game um, the other night when both teams played on Tuesday. I bet that before game time. It cashed. I go back to it here. Plus 328, 0.3 unit play, so small play, but we're already on Hudson assist for a full unit and Marchessault assist for a full unit. I'll parlay both together. Plus 328 at FanDuel for Hudson to get an assist and Marchessault to get an assist. I love that. I love that here on today's slate. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's see. Sharks money line plus 206. Askarov revenge. Maybe, maybe. Sharks money line heart. And if Askarov doesn't start, you'll automatically mark it as an L. Well, okay. Saros got pulled for Annan. Yes, okay. He got pulled after the 4th goal. Okay, okay. So obviously, it's not often where a goalie gets pulled, and then he gets to go and face that same team the next night or the next game. Uh, I would expect a much, much better game from Saros here. So I can see why people like the Sharks, but people did like the Sharks last game, and that was awful beat. So I would not go against this Predators offense right now, but that's just my thoughts. Capertech plays over on Capertech. I've got a full unit play over there and also a player prop as well that I did not give out in today's show. Both plays over available on my Capertech link is in the description below. Make sure to hit the like button if you guys enjoyed today's show. Hit the subscribe button if you guys are new. And when it comes to tomorrow's slate here, bear with me for a second. 4 games. 4 games. Dun, dun, dun. And yes, we will have a show because we do have some good some good games, and I will have plays. So there will be a show tomorrow. Same old regular time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for watching. Best of luck tonight on this big slate, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks, guys.